Welcome back. Another episode of Casey Campbell's Videocast right here, right now. Casey Campbell here with Great Lakes Post, of course. Now joined by Reece Gold from Cape Motorsports, who currently competes in the USF 2000 series in the Road to Indy, which is the first level of the Road to Indy, which then follows Indy Pro 2000, Indy Lights, and then eventually leading to IndyCar. That's for those who don't know. Reece, how are you, buddy?
Good. Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Boy, you've had a couple good races in the last few weeks, including Christian Rasmussen's. That's a hard name to say. Points leader was, I think, up by a few weeks ago. I think had a 90-point lead, and Cape Motorsports does what Cape Motorsports does, and that is win championships. Of course, won the last two. I think the last couple of championships.
Last 9, yeah.
Last 9 championships, more recent, Oliver Askew, Kyle Kirkwood, of course, 2 years ago, and last year with Braden Eves. So far, how has this year been going for you?
It's been going well. Got off to a slow start. A DNF in the 7th at Road America, but the first 3 rounds at Mid Ohio was able to get my first 3 podiums in a row, which were great, and then going into Indianapolis, 90 points back, was able to get my first win along with another podium. And past 2 weekends, we've just been super consistent, had a great car, and I'm really happy to be able to close the gap and be able to fight going into these last 5 races.
Reece, how, obviously the season was supposed to start at St. Pete. Now it's going to end at St. Pete because of the pandemic. But how is, you've been racing a lot, and I think since June and trying to get these races in. Did you think that you could get all these races in? I
didn't know because, they kept canceling stuff, especially IndyCar. They were very, everything was changing. So, I wasn't expecting this, but I'm really happy that we've been able to do so many races. When the second Mid Ohio got canceled, I was like, uh-oh, here it starts again. But thankfully they got us back out there, and, it's been really fun having all these triple headers. It's been challenging, but it's been really fun to do all these races in one weekend.
Yeah, I love you triple headers with USF 2000. Or as I like to call them, or as Rob Howden likes to call them, the Hornets out on the
Yep.
So, we're coming into, with this and, trying to find tracks to get scheduled. You guys are going to New Jersey Motorsports Park, a track that's not familiar with a lot of IndyCar fans or NASCAR fans and that like. But how excited are you for another, is it going to be a triple header of races or double header? But whatever it is, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. It's a new track. I'm pretty sure most people haven't been there. So it's kind of a learning curve for everyone. I think, in the beginning, the first race is kind of be, a big question mark because, even the people that have been there, most people haven't raced there in these cars. So it's definitely going to be interesting, but I'm excited for a new challenge. The track's fun, so I'm ready to get after it.
Yeah. And of course what you haven't done yet this year is go on a street course. Of course, typically in a normal season, you would go on, if I'm not mistaken, 2 street courses.
Yeah, 2.
You'll go on St. Pete, and then of course you would, traditionally they race at Toronto. Obviously, Toronto's not going to happen this year, but St. Pete will. That's going to be towards the end of the month. What's that going to be like to go down there and to go down there in a nice location area to possibly get this championship?
I think it's definitely going to be interesting. A season finale at a street course is definitely going to be kind of hectic. Everyone's so much more aggressive at the end of the season, and just add that to a street race, the two don't mix very well. But I think it's going to be an exciting challenge. St. Pete, I really like it. That's a fun street course. We were pretty good there in the one practice we got there in March. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good race.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting so far. You came into the USF 2000 series last year. What did you learn last year that you can learn this year with the top team or the top team in Cape Motorsports?
Yeah, they just they have so much data from past champions and stuff that they really help improve your techniques. You can take one technique from Kyle Kirkwood, another technique from Oliver Askew. So, I mean, you know, they have one of, you know, some of the greatest drivers, you know, to ever drive F2000. So I think it's, you know, a big advantage, and, you know, I'm very thankful to be able to drive for them. And I think, you know, they've helped me so much from when I first started with them. So it's been very good.
What's it like working with new teammates?
Um, it's good. You know, at first it's always, you know, it's like, you know, going to a new school, you know, at first, you know, no one really talks, but, you know, now a couple races in, you know, we all talk. So it's been good. It's been good so far.
Yeah. All right, Reece, thank you so much for doing this, and good luck this week, this next weekend at New Jersey. And of course, looking forward to seeing you guys and to finish out the season at St. Pete. Thanks for doing this, Reece.
Thanks, Casey. Thanks for having me on, man.